107.5 The Diamond, your home for hip-hop and R&B.
107.5 Diamond, DJ AR. We got a special guest in the building today. Someone from the 570, someone that's put in a lot of work in this area. Oxy, what up?
Yo, what's going on?
Man, I'm chilling. You know, I'm so happy we're finally able to get you here. It's been a long time coming. We've been doing this stuff since, 2016. I know you, it's been even longer. So let me ask you, when did you start doing music?
Officially, probably I would say 2005, 2006, I started writing songs. About 2004, because I was about 8 years old. I started writing rock songs.
That's dope. Do you have any memories of those first songs you wrote?
Yeah, I remember most of them, honestly. I remember the titles, I remember the lyrics, I remember where I was when I wrote them, and stuff like that.
Can you give us a title?
Oh, man, it was really bad. I don't want to say that one. I know the name I had, it was real dumb. It was Bloody Ears, because I was trying to write rock songs.
Okay.
And I'd have songs like Feel It Coming, and it sounds dumb. It was about kind of like something creeping up behind you and stuff like that.
That's interesting. That's cool, because 2005, listen, that's 20 years.
Yeah.
And so when did you start, recording officially?
Oh, man. Probably like 9th grade, maybe, I think. That's when I started recording. I don't know if you count Fired Up. I don't know if you want to count that as officially recording.
Okay. Well, Fired Up would have been, that was your official first mixtape, correct? Like that was out for everybody.
Yeah.
So that 2016, 9 years. Because I can remember early back, like even before that, like let's take it back to, like you said, 9th grade.
Yeah.
The rap battles.
Right.
You were doing a lot of rap battles, on the concourse, or even, you would record some, back and forth banter with people online, I guess you can say. What was that like? And how much did battle rap influence your music?
Well, I started writing raps because of battle rap. Like I was writing like these weird rock songs, and then when I went into like 7th grade, I started writing disses, just not even songs. I would just write, like trying to get at somebody. And then 9th grade is when I actually started getting good at it, and then I started actually like saying it to people.
Okay. Well, I remember on the battles on the concourse, they were, for the most part, they were pretty respectful. You know what I mean? Like you and Cells, like not what you guys were rapping about, but like you guys were cool. You know what I mean? Like it was like you battled, and then it was chill after that. And I just always remember those days being on the concourse at Valley West, and that was like my earliest memories of you rapping, and that really inspired me to start getting into music as well. And you did some songs online, and you had a rap group back then, didn't you?
Triple Threat, yeah.
Okay. And how did that come about at that time?
I think it was 9th grade. I think I showed my rap notebook to like JT and Curtis, and then I don't know exactly. But we would just go on Facebook Messenger and like a group chat, and then we would just rap all day, all night. We would just keep sending each other like these fucking 16-bar paragraphs, like 32 bars, whatever, just rapping.
That's fire. I just think that's so cool, especially to see like, or hearing about the early stages into now, because when you got to that first mixtape you put out, I'm sure that was like sort of like a little bit of a relief. You're doing it for so long, you finally get to put that first project out. What was that like, finally getting to put a full body of work out?
It was interesting. I can't really say it felt any different. It was more, I guess it was more official, but I was kind of just doing the same thing that I always did.
Okay, that's interesting. Well, we're going to get back into talking about, everything with the music and coming up, but we're going to hop into the music real quick. 107.5 Diamond. 107.5 Diamond, we back. Oxy's still in the building. So, we were talking about your early mixtapes, your early projects, Fired Up being specifically, your debut project at the time. And then you go into Calm Down, which was the sequel to Fired Up. One of the songs that you had on there was Where Are You Now? And that was one of your most successful songs at the time. What inspired that song?
I can't really say, honestly. I'm probably just watching a lot of YouTube because that's a YouTube beat. I was probably watching a lot of YouTube and seeing just different things going on in the world. And I don't know. I didn't really think about, I didn't think about writing about that kind of stuff. I just kind of how it came out, I guess.
I think that's what makes your music so genuine or relatable because you react. You don't sit here and try to, okay, I'm gonna do X, Y, and Z. Though there's intent behind everything you do, but
Right.
it's you're just being you, and it's very authentic.
Yeah.
I mean that song specifically. We always joked because I produce a lot of your joints, and then it's the YouTube beat that's the one that ends up going crazy. But that sample and everything in that song, I think it just spoke to a lot of people, and it was a dope time. You have done a lot of projects over the years, and you've gone through different names throughout the years and stuff. If there was one song that might be out now, or maybe you can't find no more, if someone wanted to hear Oxy for the first time, what would you recommend be the song?
There's a song that is on the internet that's probably like a rare Pokemon card. If you could find it, it's called By the Catacombs. I'll say that one.
Okay, what's that about? You want to give us a little?
That's some you just have to listen to it.
Okay.
It's definitely like more personal, very personal. I'd say it's one of the most personal songs that I've wrote.
Okay. Well, that's the one thing about your music, like I was saying, was the personability, or if that's even a word. But that is what's really stands out. And I'll have to go check. I haven't even heard that one.
You might have.
Maybe I did. I've heard. I mean, you've made it's the number of songs you've made is it's ridiculous. Again from 2016 when we started doing this like officially to now. I mean, I've heard so much. What's the difference between making music, when we started in 2016 to now in 2025?
It's easier. I mean, I don't know if you mean like.
Just anything in general.
It's a lot easier to, like I don't know. Yeah, it's just so much easier, like developing your skills and all that.
Yeah.
And it's more fun because when you're starting out, there's like your things you want to do. You don't know how to do them, but the more you develop your skills, it's the more like the world opens up to you. I guess you could apply that to many different things, you know.
Yeah, no, absolutely, absolutely, and getting to for me, iron sharpens iron. So me working with you definitely helped get me better in my skills, and I think it was a different time too when we put music out because we were just able to make a project and just put it out online.
Yeah.
You can still do that with streaming services, but it's not as much. It's still not as easy.
It was a Spinrilla. You just uploaded a Spinrilla. You need to get in whatever, but now you need to do like copyright it and everything.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that's the only real difference of putting it out.
Yeah, because everything's monetized.
Right.
We were able to just put it on DatPiff, Spinrilla, and you didn't have to worry about that. You just got to put it out. So it was like, all right, fuck it. I really like this song. I'm gonna sample this. I'm gonna do something with it. Now it hinders the creativity process. I think just a little, but it is cool being able to just have it to the masses.
Right.
One thing when you started, you said you were writing rock songs, and then you went into rapping. Have you tried producing or anything like that?
Well, I started making rap music as a producer. That was the
Okay.
first thing I ever did. Well, I don't know, cause I was writing the diss songs, and then I started. I guess I was writing words, but I started making rap music by producing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So you were producing your own beats and then rapping over them.
Kind of, but the beats were really bad, so I wouldn't even rap on them. I would just show them to people at school. I'm like, what do you think? Is this good? You know what I mean? But now I could make a beat and rap on it.
That's fire. That's fire. I mean, you were the one that gave me FL Studios.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I credit you for me making beats. And it's cool to see, like, even now, because you do send me stuff and you've made the beat. I get to hear it, and it's crazy. But, like, starting off or just even making music and being able to make the whole song yourself, it's really dope. Is there anything out right now, beat-wise, that you've produced for other artists other than stuff you've done with yourself?
There's some. I think With It has some stuff out. He's from California. I'm pretty sure he has a song out. There's a couple. I'd have to like think about it and see what, because I produce for a lot of artists.
Okay.
And I don't know what's out and what's not out right now though.
Okay. That's dope. So we're going to hop in a quick commercial break. We'll be right back. One oh seven five Diamond DJ AR. We back. Still got my boy Oxy in the building. So, we were talking about your early memories with music. We were talking about, the battle rapping and how you started really diving in it and getting your pen right. Who were some of your biggest influences early in your life, and who are some of your influences now?
My first ever favorite rapper was 50 Cent and Kid Rock.
Okay.
And then it went into like Eminem and like Kid and Play, NWA. And then as I got older, I listened in between. I listened to a lot of battle rap. They had like A-Hat, King of the Dot. I think that's what they're called. And then I got into like, I like X, Ski Mask, Ruby the Cherry, Ghost Main, Lil Peep, stuff like some of that newer undergroundish wave.
Okay.
Stuff like that.
That's dope. I can definitely see a lot of the influences from the early to now in your music, how you bring it together, which I think is really dope because, a lot of those names you named, there's some really dope rappers in there. For me, I want to see you battle some people again. That's where it's like when Oxy gets into that mode, his pen is different. There's not many rappers that I know that when they come up here, their pen is just, I can name, like, not to leave no one out, but I know Twin and I know Cells, when they rap, Oxy. Those are my three. I'll put them up against anybody and I'm feeling good. So, do you have anything like upcoming projects, events? What are you doing?
Man, I got like I'd say about like 4 or 5 albums written, complete. I just need to record them.
Okay.
So I have a lot of music.
Okay. That's fine. Anybody collaborations or anything that we can look out for?
I definitely want Ant.
Shout out Ant.
I want my friend Andy.
Oh, shout out Andy.
I want you to produce some.
I'm a bum though.
I mean, I'll give you a shot.
I appreciate it. I need one struggling producer out here.
Yeah.
That's fire. I can't wait. Is there anything before we Is there anything before we wrap this up that shout outs you want to say? Anything that shout outs to people or anything about Oxy that you want the listeners to know?
Man, not exactly. I guess I just want to let people know that they're not alone. There's people out there like you. You know what I mean? So I know it gets hard, but you're not alone.
For sure, and I just want to say, man, all the years of doing this, I want to give you your flowers. You in the 570 specifically, you've done a lot with hip hop, and it doesn't go unnoticed. You helped me in my career to get to where I'm at and where we're going. It's a lot of stuff, so thank you. I look forward to, everything coming your way and new music. I brought up one thing where I said, your pen game, it's like that. So, can you rap?
Not really.
Well, we're going to find out here in a couple minutes. All right. Listen, DJ AR, Diamond District. We got Oxy up here. He about to talk that talk. And you could catch me every Friday, 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. But right now, we about to rap.